Hi, my name is Carno. At least I was called like this in the world my video is about. Does this world really exist? One day I say yes, the next day I say no. And on the third day, I say, it doesn't matter, row your boat.
Dig deeper to find out what it's all about. What it's all about.
Actually, I don't know how I got here. Found myself in a city inhabited by, let's say, demigods. Yeah, I have had lucid dreams in the past, but this one was more real than ever before. The lady vanished through that door. I could not even read the sign above the door, but I was curious and followed her. I entered a courtyard, looked around, but could not see her anymore. Then I reached a clean white courtyard, very structured. Slowly and kind of carefully, I entered the archway on the right. I was almost fainting, saved myself onto a chair, and closed my eyes. I was amazed when I opened my eyes again.
Oops, I like surprises. Are you a visitor to our half-divine world? Welcome. You seem to be exhausted. Better close your eyes again.
Concentrate. Breathe, I said to myself.
You know, Carno, I am an incarnation advisor. Maybe you got into my office accidentally.
I had to close my eyes again. Waves rolling onto a beach. Accidentally here. In order to stabilize myself, I took deep breaths again. Incarnation advisor. I said, interesting. Since I am already incarnated, I cannot make use of your service. But can you explain your world to me?
Of course I can show you around a bit.
So we went through another park-like court. I held my breath when she walked past me. I don't know her name, I will ask. I thought to myself, I could not say anything. But of course, I followed her into her world. In a lucid dream, you more or less know that you are dreaming. I was asking myself if real adrenaline was rushing into my blood as my blonde angel walked in front of me through that garden. We reached the exit and stepped out into a world which looked similar to ours, and yet was quite different.
We call this part of our city Santorini. You'll find the highlights of Greek culture here. Lowlights you can find in our museums. Do you mind if I slightly change my hairstyle and my face every now and then?
Wow, no. But how can this be possible?
The most stable thing in our world here is the attitude of our hearts. Everything else is my appearance, and my hairstyle is more in a flow, like the molecules in the ocean.
Understand, I said, but was not too sure if I really did. The attitude of the heart. I had read about the importance of it in a book about mystical traditions of humanity. Everything else is in a flow? You mean this Greek village could be an Indian city tomorrow?
Never say never, but normally we prefer evolutions to revolutions, and we admire how other parts of our city are living the diamonds of Indian culture, convincing enough already. Shall we visit Little India?
That would be great, I replied. At some spots the way was too narrow, but if we could we walked side by side, talking and laughing, and once even crying. We continued our walk. After some time the scenery changed.
You see, it's getting very Asian already. Love these places. But let's continue. Just learned that close to the center of Little India something special is going on.
Definitely. I was overwhelmed by the dignity of the procession which we could experience there. I felt weak again. Had to close my eyes. Time was floating somehow. Wow, this light is bright. Closed my eyes again. I felt my lucid time came to a close for tonight. Also, the procession seemed to come to an end. I kind of smiled a thank you to my wonderful blonde guide. Then the connection faded. When I have lucid dreams, I cannot determine what I get into. Some people say they can. So my next dream was very different. An octopus? Oops, from time to time the connection went bad. An octopus with Buddha face? A lot of rubbish to be seen. Now it grabs a mirror? Oh. It definitely has more than 8 tentacles. All of them seem to be able to give feedback via nerves to the stoic brain. Not that ordinary, this octopus. Some nights later, I got on the wavelength of my blonde angel again.
Carno, so good to see you. Have a seat here. How is it going?
So glad to be here again.
I will meet an old friend later on who is returning from your world. I counseled him in incarnation issues long time ago. Come with me.
As long as I can keep up the connection, I would love to. Why has this friend chosen to incarnate, as you call it, into my limited world? You advise people to leave this almost perfect world here to change into my imperfect and often frightening world?
If they ask me to, yes, I do. Some experiences cannot be made easily in our world here, like going through hardship and pain and recovering afterwards. But if you have come over adversity like this, your soul will be deeper and your heart wider. We should go now. We keep on talking on our way.
That's what we did. In the distance, we could see the district they call Santorini. I asked, "You mean people go from here into my world because they expect to experience and learn something which cannot be learned here?"
That's the most common reason.
Do Christians then incarnate only once and Hindus several times?
You will learn after some time, Carno.
How do you know your friend is returning today?
I feel it. It was hard to let him go. He chose to be born in a precarious and difficult family. He said, "In the end, I will be able to keep up love, even under such circumstances." He might even bring back some kind of trauma here and spend some time in one of our trauma spas.
I can imagine, I replied. After a while, we came close to the area where I once had entered this world for the first time.
When we reach the Santorini Incarnation Center, my good friend will be coming out of the gate. First, we will be invisible for him.
All right. Santorini Incarnation Center. I said to myself.
That's what we call it. Other districts have their own centers. We do not compete though, knowing that the others are giving their love and their best skills anyway.
Then we reached the spot where I first entered this fascinating, but still somehow familiar world. At the gate, we stopped and kept quiet, which wasn't easy cause suddenly the gate moved quickly.
What the hell was this? Got to get into it once more, at least into those feelings. But for now, good to be home.
Maybe I got better in wishing where my next lucid dream should take place. This looked good already. And this even better. My dear attractive guide. Had hoped I'll see her again.
Carno, hi. You look sad. What happened?
Yeah, was confused after my last visit here. Sad? Yeah, maybe. Do you regard the world I'm coming from as kind of hell? And nice when the pain subsides? I sat down next to her, both of us adoring the beautiful scene.
Carno, we love your world. Many good hearts down there. And the beauty. At the same time, we are worried about your sometimes lacking awareness that we all are, let's say, tentacles of that one big octopus.
The octopus.
Trillions of tentacles, but all connected. You are a tentacle, I am a tentacle. All is one.
All connected in a kind of nervous system.
Yes, and if the flow is cut off in a tentacle as a consequence of shock for a longer time.
This causes problems.
Yes.
We stayed at that beautiful spot for quite a while, and of course I accompanied her when she wanted to go.
Do you remember the Indian procession?
Of course, you'll never forget.
I can show you two similar hotspots today if you like.
Please. Like the girl, we enjoyed the beautiful scenery.
When you are at home, do you think of my world here as the real one? You shouldn't. Your world is the real one for you. You had a reason to go there. Isn't it beautiful? Still able to walk?
Yes, I'm feeling better now. You said you'll show me two more places, where they renew their ties to the octopus. Or how shall I call it?
True. Next you will be able to grasp some of the beauty and dignity of 1001 Nights.
Oh yes, absolutely. You have kind of mosques here, kind of churches and temples I have seen. Do the religions fight each other as they often do in my world?
No, that's past. They prefer to cultivate and show their more beautiful blossoms, mostly inner blossoms.
A garden for a nice rest. Then we reach the second spot.
Kind of east-western walk, or procession, towards the most holy hill we got here in Santorini. Carno, kind of homework. Don't avoid contact with fear too much, neither inside nor outside. When you fully feel it, you will realize it's not fear, but pain. Then hold the pain until it gets sadness, almost like lovesickness. Then love already knocks at your door.
Then for the first time, she gave me a hug. First I wanted to follow her, but then I realized that I had to let her go, and that it was time for me to quit.